Am I the a-hole for blowing up on my husband's friend after her wife died? My 36F husband Ian 44M is close friends with a woman named Jenna. They've been friends for a long time, before Ian and I got together, so I know her fairly well too, but we really have nothing in common and we're not exactly friends. Jenna's wife Laura, very sadly and somewhat suddenly passed in early March. She was terminally ill but responding to treatment very well and was expected to survive another 2 to 5 years. She's been leaning on Ian heavily for support, which I understand, but she's been at our house every single day since and even sleeping in our guest room most nights because she doesn't want to be home alone. Which would be okay, except she is getting more and more passive-aggressive towards me and weirdly territorial of Ian. I've reminded myself that I don't think I could stand to see a happy couple for months if I lost Ian, and to be patient. It's not personal. My birthday was on Sunday. I got home Saturday after a morning out and Jenna was there. I was making small talk when I asked Ian what time he made dinner reservations for the next day. Jenna inserted herself right here and asked Ian if he was going to be out the next day, and he said yes. She started panicking and saying that he couldn't and she wasn't ready to spend an evening alone. I was going to tell her that she could still hang out here while we gone, and she looked at me and said, "Don't you have any freaking friends you can go with?" And I just blew the F up. "Don't you have any other freaking friends you can go bother?" And so on. She called me selfish for monopolizing my husband, and I had enough and told her to get the F out of my house and not to come back ever. Ian had been trying to calm things down between us, but it spiraled out of control fast, and he ended up escorting Jenna out and telling her that he'd come visit her in a few days, but he would be backing my decision because of how she spoke to me. I was happy for his support and still am, but it's been a few days and I just feel bad all around about it. I should have been more understanding of her, but I also feel like she should treat me more respectfully, and I'm not really sure if I overreacted.
Here are the top comments.
Wow, not the a-hole. Nobody's talking to me like that in my own home. Disagree with people saying Jenna's not an asshole here. Needing support and asking for it are fine, but she's crossed the line being hostile towards her friend's spouse. She got a well-deserved get the F out. Good for Ian for backing his wife on this one.
Not the a-hole. Grief is an explanation, not an excuse. She's leaning far too much on your husband, and for her to insult and swear at you for spending time with your husband on your birthday is completely out of pocket. Props to your husband for backing you, but he needs to lay down the law with this woman like yesterday. This should not have gone on as long as it has.
Not the a-hole. Not at all. Jenna is going through a huge loss, but that doesn't give her the right to treat you poorly, particularly when it seems like you and your husband have been nothing but accommodating.
You're not the a-hole. Her grief isn't a free pass to monopolize your husband and plant herself in your home. Her behavior towards you is inexcusable. Good for your husband backing you up. She was taking advantage of his kindness and pushed things too far.